So this is something I promised you guys. How are you going to use triage in your normal life? How can you apply the skills that you've just learned in CERT and in this to your day-to-day normal life? Triage is all about making order of chaos. If you have a lot of things you have to do, try and sort them by priority. What has to be done right now, or it's going to cause me problems later? Mark that as red. What is already late, but it's not going to get worse if I put it off until later? That one's black. What is something that I can take care of easily right now, but it's not critical? Green. Everything else fits into that yellow category, that delayed category. A lot of times what happens is you're so overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do that it becomes debilitating. Accomplishing just one thing is sometimes just as important as working on everything at once. If you can accomplish one thing, you can accomplish something that's easy, then it might give you the momentum to move forward. There's a reason why the military makes such a big deal about making your bed before you do anything else in the morning. Because if you can at least accomplish one thing, you made your bed, you've at least accomplished one thing that day. The rest of it, you're going to deal with, but at least you accomplished one thing, and now you can move on to the next thing. What does red mean? Well, if it needs to be done today, or things can get worse, you're going to get a late fee or something, or you're going to have other problems because of it, that's something you need to focus on today. Other things can wait. Focus on that one thing. And if you have multiple reds, consider focusing on one at a time. Sometimes if you try and do 3 things at once, you don't accomplish anything. But if you focus on one thing, accomplish that, then at least that one's accomplished. You can worry about the other 2 later. Green. Something that's quick and easy, but non-essential. If it's, you know, hey, I don't eat enough during the day because I'm so stressed out. If I just make cereal for myself in the morning and eat cereal, that's something that at least I'm doing something towards my health, and it's going to give me some energy, and maybe I can accomplish more during the day. It's not essential, but it might help you get that momentum going. Here's the interesting one. I said if something is high priority, but it's already late, you're already incurring a fee, you're already penalized for it, but that's not going to get worse because you're later than you already are. So this is something that you might just push off. Okay, well, if I'm late and I'm not going to be charged another fee for another 30 days, then this is not top priority at the moment, even though I'm already late on it. Don't forget about it. Obviously, you want to get it done before it hits that second 30-day mark. Just like a dead body, you don't have to do anything about that dead body right now, but it'll start to stink if you don't do something about it soon. Don't stress about this. I'm already late on this one. I've already incurred the penalty. I'll get back to this one, but I can't think about it. I can't focus on it. I can't let this bother me. Move on to something else, but keep that in the back of your mind. Come back to this one. Get it done later. Yellow. These are the problem ones. These are the, it's not high priority right now, but it could be. It could become worse. I could be late on this. It's not late today, but it could be late tomorrow. These are the things that take more time than they should. These are the annoying ones, and I have to get this done. I don't want to do this. This is a pain. This is really way more work. It can actually be less stressful, though, to work on these than an immediate problem. Now, I'm generalizing a lot here, but this is something, if you can work on a red or a couple of reds and then get a yellow done, or work on one red and then get a couple yellow dones. So accomplish something before you start working on these, but fit them in where you can. still something that needs to be done. Once you're done with it, you're usually happy that it's over with and don't have to worry about it again. So, final thoughts on triage. Always, always, always maintain your situational awareness. Things change all the time. If your back is to something, you're not paying attention to it. Don't get sucked into what you're working on. This is where having a team leader outside who is watching over you is going to be something that is going to help you relax. I need to go into this possibly unstable situation. I don't know what's in there. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that there are people who are going to be in immediate medical need immediate medical attention, or they're going to die. But at the same time, I don't know if the bus is going to catch on fire. I don't know if power lines are going to come down. I don't know if I'm on the road, if somebody's going to hit this bus while I'm in there and something is going to go worse. The team leader needs to be the one who says, okay, I'm going to keep you guys safe. If something changes, I'm going to run and I'm going to say, get out now. If I say get out now, you get out now. And then you can focus on working on the problem that you're working on the victims that you're working on with. You're still paying attention. If that cabin starts to smell filled with smoke, be aware of that, and something has changed and became unsafe. You got to get out of there. But at least you're not worrying about, am I going to get hit by a truck while I'm inside the bus working on these victims? Reevaluate yourself constantly, but don't second guess yourself. A lot of times people will say, okay, well, could I have done this? Should I have done this? What if? And they get into a tailspin and they can't get anything done. I need to be aware of what I'm doing, but I need to be decisive in my decision making. I need to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is why I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it. On the other hand, if something changes, you have more information, and suddenly you say, okay, I think this person is immediate, or I think this person's delayed because this, and this, and then all of a sudden you start seeing red forming around you. This person's bleeding out somewhere. Well, this person might be delayed right now, but they will be immediate shortly, and they're going to be black tagged very shortly after that. So always be open for new information and never refuse to listen to it. If somebody says, hey, this is something you're not aware of, or hey, have you thought about this? Be open to it. But don't let yourself constantly self-guess yourself. You go, oh, but what if this, and what if this, and what if this? You never get anything done. When in doubt, stick to the 32 can do. That's your guideline here. 30 seconds, if they're breathing over 30 seconds a minute, or 30 times a minute, if their skin perfusion takes longer than 2 seconds to turn back to normal, and if they can't follow simple directions, they're immediate. No ifs, ands, or buts. Don't spend more than 30 to 60 seconds per victim. You need to move on. If you're figuring out, okay, what's wrong with this person? I don't know, something's going on. You're spending too much time. Focus on the basics, get through it. When you come back around next time, now you can spend a little bit more time with them. But you need to get the assessment done, you need to get the triage done, and you need to figure out what's going on as quickly as possible. Find out who the high priority is, and then focus on them. Triage, reassess later.